Dr. Sharma, from what you have just said, it suggests to me that science is compatible with Hinduism and Buddhism. Could you say more about that?
Well, yes. Now, not everyone would agree with me in what I say, but I do see a strong convergence in the method of quote-unquote religion as adopted in Buddhism and some forms of Hinduism, and the method of science. Basically, hypothesis testing. You frame a hypothesis, you test it, and then in the light of the results of the test, you modify your conclusions till they become publicly verifiable. And I think this verifiability of the result is the point at which the two converge, even though the realms in which they are operating are rather different. What is perhaps even more striking is that there is a convergence noticed by many scholars, though questioned by many also, in the conclusions they draw about the nature of reality. This is what makes one hold one's breath a bit. Because at a very simple level, the concept of the universe in terms of its size, its vastness, its longevity, broadly propounded in Buddhism and in Hinduism. Broadly, you might say the cosmology has shown remarkable resemblance to the kind of cosmology which is being evolved by modern science.
And that is that?
In terms of the size of the universe, in terms of the duration of the universe, in terms of the interconnectedness of things in the universe, and so on. However, the implications of a particular school of Hindu thought in terms of modern science are extremely interesting and what you might call represent a kind of a Hindu perspective on science. This school of philosophy within Hinduism is known as that of Advaita Vedanta. And according to Advaita Vedanta, the universe, which is the domain of science, is ultimately in the nature of an appearance. If this is true, that the universe is in the nature of an appearance, then the implication is that you will never find any truth, ultimate truth in it. You seem a bit puzzled. Let me elaborate. With the help of a metaphor used in that tradition, it's a standard trope that the ultimate reality is like the rope and the universe is like the snake, which an inebriated person might mistake the rope for. You are with me? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, what science is investigating is the snake. Advaita Vedanta goes for the rope. Now, if the snake is not really there, then will you ever be able to achieve a fully satisfying description of the snake? It can have, on one take, it can have 5 fangs, on another 10. It may have a certain number of scales at one moment. That is to say, you might go on investigating the reality of the snake, but you will never reach an end point, because the reality of the snake is in the rope. So this will be an endless search. Science will go on developing more and more so-called deeper concepts of the nature of matter, from neutrons, quarks, and bosons and whatever they have. And this would be an endless process, because there is no end to the snake. This is a conclusion which scientists may not be comfortable with. And I'm not saying that this is truth. What I'm saying is that from the perspective of one school of Hindu philosophy, known as that of Advaita Vedanta, this is one possible take on scientific investigations.